paaralan.
Sorry, excuse me.
Your Honor, may I be allowed to finish my manifestation? I will not disrespect and interrupt the defense counsel
Yes, but before
once he
that,
has started.
this is no disrespect, sir.
Counsel for respondent is recognized.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is improper. The improper for trial. Manifestation, this is not a manifestation proper for court procedure. This is instead them telling a story. This is a narration by the prosecution, which is not allowed. This is not allowed by any rule in any court. So what
May I be allowed
what is
to reply?
proper is that they present their first witness. And
We will
are
be
ready.
presenting our witness, Your Honor. However, please allow us to freely advocate our position.
That's why, Your Honor,
including
we are
the defense
objecting.
when it's their turn. We will not
Counsel to
object to the
respondent,
same.
kindly let him finish.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you
to
so
respond
much,
to you,
Your Honor.
to respond to you. Yes, you were saying.
Thank you,
Honorable
Honorable
Defensor.
Senator Judges. Maraming salamat po, Your Honors.
The remarks of the gentleman are duly noted. However, Chair would like to inform and instruct the Senator Judges that the statement and manifestation made by the Honorable Defensor should not in any way be taken as evidentiary because it was merely a manifestation cum introduction of the fourth article of impeachment. Any evidence to be presented proving the fourth article of impeachment should be done through a witness under oath, duly subscribed, and subjected to direct and cross-examination. Call your
submit,
first witness,
Your
sir.
Honor, may I be allowed also to... Your Honor, we move to strike that opening statement. It's improper for trial. It is not evidentiary in nature. And it only provides conclusions of fact and law. Most of it is irrelevant. And fact of the matter is the prosecution should present evidence and not manifest in this improper manner.
May I be recognized, Your Honor?
No need. Motion is denied. Let it remain in the records and as instructed by the Chair for the Senator Judges not to deem whatever statements were given by the Honorable Defensor as evidentiary in any way, shape, size, or form. Again, Counsel, call your first witness.
Your Honor, may I request
I-
permission to
Your Honor-
recognize counsel for the panel of prosecutors, Attorney Virgil Ligutan, to conduct the examination of our first witness.
Your Honor,
he will
may
be
I-
under the direct
Counsel
suspension
for
and control
respondent, what is your pleasure?
of
Your
the
Honor,
panel
may
of prosecutors.
I register my continuing objection to the opening statement by the prosecution.
Well, I don't think he'll do it again, but nevertheless, so noted.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Your Honor, may
Pronounce your name correctly, sir.
Your Honors, magandang hapon. My full name is Attorney Armando Virgil Discartin Ligutan, Your Honor, please.
And you've entered your appearance yesterday.
Yes,
Counsel?
Your Honor. Duly entered my appearance as one of the counsel for the prosecution.
You may proceed, sir. Call your
Thank
first
you
witness.
Thank you so much. Mga kababayan, we call to the witness stand the first witness for the prosecution in the person of NBI Senior Agent Jean-Marc Santa Ana Calilung.
Kindly bring the witness to the witness stand. Please remain standing. Clerk of Court is instructed to kindly administer the oath to the witness.
Please raise your right hand. You, John Mark Calilung,
I, John Mark Calilung,
do swear
who swear
that the evidence you shall give
that evidence that I give
in the case now pending
is in the case now pending
between the Philippines
in the Philippines
and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the
So
truth.
help me God.
So help me God.
Your witness, counsel.
Thank you so much, Your Honors. Your Honors, mga kababayan, the testimony of the first witness for the prosecution, NBI Senior Agent Jean-Marc Santa Ana Calilung, is offered to prove the following. Number one, si Agent Jean-Marc Calilung ay isang senior agent of the National Bureau of Investigation. Number two, last offer of testimony, Your Honors. Agent Calilung will testify on such other matters as may be relevant, material, incidental to the issues involved in this impeachment proceeding, and will identify relevant and material documentary and object pieces of evidence. That is the offer of testimony of our first witness, Your Honor, please.
Presiding
Honor.
officer will now hear the objection and or comments, if any, of the counsel for respondent to the offer
Prior to my-
made by counsel for the prosecution.
Your Honor, may we move for the exclusion of Agent Calilung for being not previously attached to the Saballa and Cabrera complaints, as well as exclusion on the ground that he was not included in the articles of impeachment transmitted to the Senate Impeachment Court.
Can I respond to that, Your Honor, please?
Counsel for prosecutor may do so.
Mga kababayan, in this stage of the proceedings, the prosecution is about to present a witness, and the defense is invoking the fact that this witness is not listed as one of the witnesses in the Saballa complaint. The Saballa complaint already lived its natural life. Your Honor, this is the impeachment proceeding of the articles of impeachment filed by the House of Representatives. Saballa et al. Is done. That should not be a proper objection, Your Honor, please. As to the number two, I think the good counsel mentioned that it is not part, this witness is not part of the articles of impeachment. Your Honor, please, I have been practicing for quite some time. I don't see that.
Your Honor, may I allow to reply also?
Can I finish? It's not a ground. And in fact, Your Honor, please, to settle the matter, this witness is listed in the pretrial order. The issue is settled. The issue is passé. No ground for objection. Let me proceed, Your Honor.
Of course not, Your Honor. There were no rulings.
Counsel
in the
for respondent is recognized
Thank you,
for
Your
a
Honor.
final rebuttal on this issue before the chair will issue a ruling.
Your Honor, there were no rulings on the pretrial order on exclusion of witnesses. We have a current petition with the Supreme Court questioning the very actions of the prosecution to allow the presentation of evidence that were not attached to the Saballa or Cabrera impeachment complaints would allow the House of Representatives and the prosecution to circumvent the very procedural abuse condemned in Stonehill versus Jokno and allow the violation of the respondent's constitutional rights as held in Duterte in the House versus the House of Representatives. Your Honor, the prosecution says the Saballa complaints have lived their and they died their natural deaths. However, Your Honor, this precisely does not cure what the prosecution did. This does not cure the violation of the rights of my client.
If I may, Your Honor, please.
The
We move
chair will
forward.
make its ruling. The motion to exclude by the counsel for respondent is hereby denied. Chair cites Enrile versus Sandigan Bayan, which states that the prosecutors may add or rely on evidence during pretrial, even if the evidence is not stated in the complaint or articles, because only a summary is required to be stated in the articles of impeachment, in this case, and or complaint, and not a complete list of the prosecution's evidence and or witnesses. The court in general will not shackle the prosecution by limiting it to the evidence mentioned in the information and or the articles, especially when it is mentioned in the pretrial brief, not only order but brief, of the counsel for prosecutors. But in relation to this witness, even if you will do cross, you can register your continuing objection, counsel for respondent.
We are registering it, Your Honor, please.
So noted. Counsel for the prosecution may proceed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. John Mark Calilung.
Your Honor, may I register my objections to the purposes?
Your Honor, please, I think the purposes must be specified. What are your objections?
Exactly,
On what
Your Honor.
grounds?
May I be
You may
allowed?
comment on the offer of the testimony of this witness for the record.
Your Honor, for the purpose number 3, this is a conclusion of fact and law. For the fourth purpose, it is also a conclusion of fact and law. And the eighth purpose, it is a conclusion
Mr.
of fact and law.
Mr. President,
Counsel for
Mr. President.
respondent. Before we, yes,
No,
Senator Judge Cayetano.
Yeah.
Pia.
I would just like the defense, when you say item number 3, can you repeat what it is? Because I'm trying to follow exactly what your objection is. So either you say it or he repeats it so we can follow.
I was about to do that actually.
Thank you.
Item number 3 in the offer of this witness is that the NBI agent being presented is part of its cybercrime unit that investigated this matter. That's what you're referring to as a conclusion of law, counsel?
Sorry,
Perhaps number 4.
number 4, Your Honor.
Yes, not number 3. So number 4 and what else?
Number 8, Your Honor.
Number 8 on other threats other than the video mentioned in the press briefing. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Correct, Your
Would
Honor.
that be all?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will
So
not
we
reply.
noted-
We will not reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Yes, please.
May I continue, Your Honor, please?
You may continue to
Mark.
present your first witness, counsel.
Thank you so much, Mr. Calilung. Reminder, nakikinig yung taong bayan, pakilakasan ng boses. Okay?
Apo.
Okay. Mr. Witness, maaari bang sabihin mo ano yung pangalan, edad, at other personal circumstances?
I am Senior Agent John Mark Calilung, a Filipino citizen, 31 years old, with office address at NBI Philinvest Cyberzone Bay City, Macapagal Boulevard, Pasay City, sir.
And Mr. Witness, reminder, you may answer in Filipino or Tagalog or Filipino or English, okay?
Yes.
Mr. Witness, what is your occupation, if any?
Currently, nasa National Bureau of Investigation po ako. I'm an agent since 2021 and was recently assigned at Cyber Investigation and Assessment Center in April 2026.
Okay, your witness, you tell the public, what is the objective, if any? What is the objective, if any, if you know, of that digital forensic examination that you said you were trained to do?
To present digital evidence, sir, admissible in court na ginawa ko na po multiple times.
Multiple times. You appeared in court multiple times. Specifically, how many times?
At least 30 times, sir.
And for how long have you been practicing digital forensic examination?
2 years, sir.
For 2 years. Now, let's go back, Mr. Witness. You mentioned that you were an agent of the NBI Cybercrime Division in 2024. Now, what were your primary duties and functions as an agent of that Cybercrime Division?
To investigate cases in violation to the cybercrime law, sir.
Cybercrime law. Now, Mr. Witness, you are testifying in this impeachment case proceeding trial against the Vice President, the respondent in this case. Do you know the respondent in this case?
Yes, sir.
And why do you know the respondent in this case?
Because she is the vice president and my team conducted an investigation involving her, sir.
So aside from being the Vice President, your team, you said, investigated the Vice President. The question now is, what was this investigation, if you know?
It's an investigation on the statement uttered by the vice president during an online press conference briefing dated November 23, 2024.
So statements uttered by the Vice Presidents in an online live stream press conference held on November 23, 2024. Now, yung tanong, ano ba yung naging participation mo, Mr. Witness, kung meron man?
I am the agent on case of the investigation, sir.
Now, sinabi mo ikaw yung agent on case. Now, you tell the court, you tell the public, ano ba yung pagiging ahente on the case? Ano bang ibig sabihin yan kung alam mo?
It means that I gathered evidence necessary for the investigation, sir.
Okay. You mentioned you gathered evidence. Now, you tell us, what do you mean kung meron man, tsaka kung alam mo, ano bang ibig sabihin when you quote, gathered evidence, unquote?
It means that I viewed, identified, preserved, collected, and authenticated digital evidence in the course of the investigation, sir.
Okay, now, you mentioned na you viewed, identified, preserved, collected, authenticated, sinasabi mo mga pieces of evidence that you found in the course of your investigation. Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Witness, yung tanong is, ano ba yung mga ebidensya na nakalap ng inyong team?
One of the pieces of evidence that we gathered during our investigation is the video of the November 23, 2024 online press conference held by the Office of the Vice President, which was posted on the Facebook page of Harry Roque, sir.
Facebook page of whom?
Harry Roque, sir.
Harry Roque. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Witness, sinabi mo, you gathered. And then sinabi mo kanina, pag sinabing gathered evidence, sinabi mo, you viewed, identified, preserved, collected, and authenticated. Preserved, collected, and authenticated. You mentioned the term preserved, correct? Mr. Witness, yung tanong now is, ano ba ang ibig sabihin when you quote, preserved, unquote the evidence?
It means that I ensure that the evidence will be accessible at any time, sir.
Okay, now, let's go to this video you mentioned. The video of sinasabi mo yung isang online media briefing ng Vice President noong November 23, 2024. Ano ba yung mga hakbang, kung meron man, na ginawa nyo to preserve that video?
The NBI Cybercrime Division, through me, initiated a preservation request po kay Meta.
Okay, you initiated a preservation request to Meta. Now, sinabi mo kanina na live stream yung subject video sa isang Facebook page ng isang Harry Roque, di ba? Now, yung tanong, why is it that your request was made to Meta?
Si Meta po kasi yung parent company po ng Facebook.
Mhm.
At under po ng Meta, si Facebook, si Instagram, tsaka si WhatsApp. All requests on that platform will go to Meta po.
All right, now, Mr. Witness, what proof, if any, do you have that you initiated a preservation request to Meta in order to preserve the subject video?
I have a screenshot of the preservation request, a screenshot of the web page wherein I made the preservation request, sir.
Who took the screenshot?
I did, sir, and I used my laptop.
Anong ginawa mo sa screenshot kung meron man pagkatapos dyan?
I first saved po yung electronic copy sa laptop ko, then printed it.
Where is this print out of the screenshot now?
Sinubmit ko po sa Committee on Justice of House of Representatives.
Your Honor, with the court's indulgence, may I move that this representation be assisted by a co-counsel for the sole reason of facilitating the presentation of the documents to the witness, Your Honor, please. For that reason alone.
Sa Tagalog siya mag-aabot.
Yes, Your Honor. Siya po yung mag-aabot ng mga dokumento na amin pong ipapakita for the witness to identify po.
Counsel may proceed.
4-9H. In the original, there's a marking, November 23. And in the photocopy, it is only a photocopy of the CD, Your Honor. So there's a difference.
Noted.
You can reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Counsel, let's get all of his comments first.
The page after
Thank
is
you.
already a USB.
Your Honor, the page after in the original is a USB, which is Annex
E-1.
E-1
However,
with markings October 18, 2024 video, CL PPS 182. However, in the photocopy, there is no such photocopy, the marked photocopy, there's no such thing.
so the order is no longer the same moving
The,
forward.
so the order is no longer the same moving forward, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's it.
Even in that very same one, which I assume is P-4-9K, does not have any date marking, Your Honor.
It's not the same
So
document. The conclusion.
it is not the same document. It's not faithful reproduction of anything, Your Honor.
The photocopy is not a faithful reproduction of the certified true copy. That's what you're stating.
Yes, Your Honor.
What does the counsel for the prosecution say?
Your Honor, counter manifestation that the documents that the defense are perusing have been identified by the very person who authenticated and who executed that exhibit. So, Your Honor, please, we move that the comments of the defense be noted, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, that's irrelevant. What we're saying is that this is not the copy mark. It is not the same as the original, which he says it's the same thing which is identified. What he's saying is off tangent. What he identified earlier, which is the marked copy, which is the copy marked during pretrial, is not the same document as they are passing on as an original. Your Honor, this is the
Counsel
issue
for
here.
respondent, that is a proper subject matter too for your cross to point, if at all, the distinction and difference between the two copies, which counsel for the prosecution can use as a subject matter for his redirect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Because you can confront the witness with respect to the certified true copy that is different from what he identified earlier, impugning,
Your
if at all, his credibility as a witness in this case.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
So
please.
we note the comments and observations of the counsel for the respondent. I got lost. So it's being reviewed and has not yet been given to the witness, right?
Your Honor, may I just register our continuing objection?
So noted and so registered.
Thank you so much. Can we proceed?
Before we proceed, the presiding officer was not there during pretrial. As manifested by the counsel for respondent, was there indeed such an agreement that the originals will be presented during the trial
Yes, Your Honor.
by both parties? Can the counsel for the prosecutors also confirm that?
Your Honor, please, we do not confirm. I conferred with my team, the team who actually participated in the marking for Article 4. Your Honor, please. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, we would like to put into record certain realities of the law. A photocopy is now considered as an original. 2019 amendments in the Rules and Evidence. Number 2, Your Honor, please. This is the person who authenticated the documents. So there's no other person who is competent to testify as to the veracity of those documents other than the witness.
Your Honor,
please.
that's only a
So
conclusion,
you do not confirm.
Your Honor.
No,
you
Your
do
Honor,
not
please.
confirm such an agreement during pretrial.
We do not confirm that, Your Honor, please.
So, Chair would like to advise the parties. The court understands the exceptions to the original document rule and will so implement the rules in that regard. However, if it does not fall under the original document rule exceptions, then to save on the court's time, the party presenting the document should present the original during trial to obviate what we are seeing now. Perhaps in the next time you present a witness, counsel for the prosecutors and counsel for respondents.
We will, Your Honor.
We appreciate that, Your Honor, please. We understand that would be for the next presentation.
For the next one. Please
Thank
proceed.
you so much. Are we done now? We move, Your Honor, please, that
Your Honor, may
sorry.
I request that he not also address me directly?
So ordered, so instructed. Kindly address all of your queries and statements to the presiding officer and use the third person when referring to your fellow counsel for the other party.
Much obliged, Your Honor, please. We move, Your Honor, please, that the marking in the affidavit of authentication of digital evidence that was previously identified by the witness, a photocopy, the markings of the same be transposed, Your Honor, please, to the documents that this witness is being confronted with at present, Your Honor, please.
We object to this, Your Honor. This is precisely our earlier objection. They're marking a new document. That's why they're asking that it be marked again, which defeats the very purpose of our pretrial.
If I may
for the
reply, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor,
Can I continue?
Kindly
I wasn't
allow
done.
the counsel for the prosecution to speak.
So the hearing will proceed, Your Honor, please. I will withdraw that motion. We will stand by the presentation, the photocopy allowed by the rules and identified by the witness who actually executed the affidavit. May proceed, Your Honor, please.
I hope this satisfies counsel for respondent. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Witness, on page 3, sa pahinang number 3 of the Affidavit of Authentication of Digital Evidence, may makikitang isang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calilung. Now, yung tanong, kaninong pirma ba ito kung alam mo?
Pirma ko po, sir.
Now, sa page 4 ng nasabing Affidavit of Authentication of Digital Evidence, may makikita din na isang pirma, okay, sa ibabaw ng pangalang Attorney Jeremy C. Lotok. Now, kaninong pirma ito kung alam mo?
Pirma po ni Atty. Lotok.
Now, how do you know that it is the signature of Attorney Lotok?
Nakita ko pong pinirmahan niya yung document. At may mga document po ko na nakita at enacted upon na bearing his signature, kaya familiar po ako.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, please, we proceed. Mr. Witness, now, what action did you perform, if any, after you authenticated the subject video in relation to the investigation you conducted on the statements of the Vice Presidents?
I first saved the video on my laptop and saved a copy of the video on a DVD and a flash drive.
Okay, now, you mentioned that you saved a copy in a flash drive. Mr. Witness, kung yung flash drive ipapakita sa iyo, will you be able to identify the same?
Objection,
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor. We
Oh.
object.
What is the objection of the counsel for
The
respondent?
document identified by the by the witness was the photocopy, and the appended there's no flash drive, CD, or anything appended upon that. So there's nothing, no foundation for this question.
I have to reply to that, Your Honor, please. This is
And
a
reply, counsel for the prosecution.
This is a non-issue. I asked the witness, what did he do after saving the video? And he said he saved it in a flash drive without referring to any document attached to the affidavit of authentication. Basis is laid, Your Honor, please. This is a non-issue. We may proceed, Your Honor, please.
Your
Besides,
Honor,
counsel,
may I
counsel
respond?
for the respondent. This is not a surprise. This was flash drives. Several flash drives were pre-marked during the pre-trial.
Your Honor, may I reply first before?
I believe 7 on the part of the prosecution and several on the part of the respondent too. But you may proceed, sir.
Your
Please.
Honor, that is not my objection. My objection is the very basis upon which the witness introduced this flash drive was the affidavit. The affidavit. And there was no affidavit upon the there was no attachment upon the affidavit which they introduced. So the very questions that he has do not have any foundation.
No. Can I
Counsel for the prosecution,
Your Honor,
before the court,
please.
the presiding officer makes a ruling.
Ako yung magiging parang sirang I just said that this witness said that he saved a copy of that video in a flash drive. So the logical question now is to ask him if this flash drive is presented to him, is he able to explain and or identify the same? I don't see any proper basis for an objection to that, Your Honor, please.
Presiding officer will make a ruling. Objection is overruled. The prosecution, counsel for the prosecution, is trying to comply with the requirements enunciated by the Supreme Court insofar as such pieces of evidence is concerned. Number 1, establishing its origin. Number 2, to trace the chain of custody insofar as the transfer to a storage device is concerned. And finally, how it reached this court. So the objection is overruled.
Unsealing the object evidence.
Sir,
Witness will please answer.
this is the flash drive where I saved the recording, sir.
Now, Your Honor, please, at this juncture, we are about to confront the witness with the video contained in the flash drive.
Your Honor.
And,
Kindly let the counsel for the prosecution finish.
Yes, Your Honor.
thank you so much. And in the interest of time, Your Honor, please, we move that we allow Attorney Magallon to transport himself to the technical booth to facilitate, Your Honor, please, the playing of the video when the
for-
time comes.
Counsel for respondent.
Your Honor, may we know how long the video is?
We will arrive to that, Your Honor, please.
No, I'm also curious. How long
All right,
is
now.
this for us to know? How long is this particular video? Namely, Exhibit P, Roman numeral number 4, 10A.
Your
How
Honor,
many
please.
minutes or seconds would this be?
Exactly, the video is 2 hours and 26 minutes and 10 seconds. But wait, Your Honor, please. We will aid the court in this regard. We will not be showing the entire 2-hour video, Your Honor, please. We will be presenting the relevant portions of the video, Your Honor, please, sanctioned by the rules and subject to the defense doing whatever they want with the remainder of the video, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor,
So what will you play exactly, counsel?
Your
How
Honor,
many
please.
minutes or seconds?
We counted, it's 2 minutes and exactly 18 seconds, Your Honor, please. 2 minutes and 18 seconds of a 2-hour, 26-minute, and 10-second video, Your Honor, please.
Your
What does
Honor,
counsel for respondent say?
we object. Based on Your Honor, based on the rules, part of a video documentary must be presented, Your Honor.
Come again?
I'm sorry, counsel?
Yeah.
Hold on, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, counsel? I did not get what you
Hold
said.
on, Your Honor. Your Honor, under Rule 132, when part of a transaction, writing, or record given in evidence, the remainder must be shown. When part of an act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence by one party, the whole of the same subject may be inquired into. And when a detached act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence, any other act, declaration, conversation, or record necessary to its understanding must be given into evidence. Your Honor, we request that the entire video be played.
Your Honor, can I respond to that, Your Honor, please? Can I respond to that?
What does the counsel for the prosecution say before the chair makes a ruling?
Your Honor, please, we don't want to put the defense on the spot, but that is a misreading of the rules. Your Honor, please, counsel cited Rule 132, Section 17. With all respect to the defense, that doesn't serve your interest. It serves the interest of the prosecution. May I explain? Reason. If we read Section 17 of Rule 132, it says, when part of transaction, writing, or record given in evidence, the remainder is admissible. When parts of an act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record, when part is given by one party, and in this case, that is the prosecution, the whole of the same may be inquired into by the other side. Meaning, it's simple. This rule, Section 17, Rule 132, allows exactly the prosecution to present a 2-minute portion of a 2-hour video subject to the defense, the presentation of the remainder of the same. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, the rules are clear. Number 2, we invoke, Your Honor, please, the ruling that it is for the prosecution to decide what to present, when to present, how to present, and whether to present at all. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, the defense will not be prejudiced exactly because when the time comes for the defense to present their evidence, they can present the remainder of that 2-hour video. What we are saying, Your Honor, please, for the interest of time, for the prosecution's presentation of evidence, we deem that's only a 2-minute portion of that 2-hour video is relevant at this point in time, Your Honor, please. We move for a ruling.
Your Honor, if I may respond.
As the last response,
Your Honor,
counsel
the
for the respondent.
The prosecution cannot be allowed to present a truncated part of a whole 2-hour, 26-minute video. That will not provide the context necessary for the understanding of what occurred during that night on November 23, and also not allow the proper identification by this witness.
Your Honor, sorry, I will not even reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Chair would like to ask, who did the edit from the, how many hours? 2 hours?
No. Your Honor, please, if I may, can I
From the
reply to that?
total, who did the edit? Was the witness the one who did the edit, or was it already the prosecution?
Your Honor, there is no editing done. There's
meaning
no editing done.
Who got that shorter portion?
No, Your Honor, please. What we are presenting are portions of the entire 2-hour video. And this witness, I think, will be able to identify the specific timestamps of that preserved, not edited portion. If I may repeat, Your Honor, please, we are not presenting any edited portions, but only snippets, portions of that 2-hour video. And this witness, I suppose, will be able to identify which specific portions that he would like the court to
So
view
when
at this
it is
point.
shown, the witness will testify and attest to the portion of the entire video that it was found insofar as the timestamp is concerned.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
But as evidence at the proper time, you will be offering this entire
Yes.
2-hour or so video.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
And simply highlighting
Yes.
the 2 or so minutes. Would that be correct?
That is a very keen observation. Agree 100%, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, the prosecution cannot be allowed to do this because the entire video will show the context on which the utterances were made.
That is a matter for the counsel for respondent to do and present during their time, because I believe the counsel for respondent also identified and marked, if I'm not mistaken, the same video for over 2.5 hours. It can do so during its time to present its evidence in chief.
Thank you so much.
The objection is overruled. Counsel is instructed to go to the booth accompanied by a counsel from the respondent in order to make sure that indeed the USB identified by the witness is the same USB that will be played in the tech booth of the Senate.
Okay. While they're doing that, may I propound the next question, Your Honor, please?
Yes, counsel,
No.
you may proceed.
Mr. Witness, John Mark, listen. Now, you mentioned kanina that you authenticated the subject video by recording the same through sinasabi mong open broadcaster software OBS, and then you compared the contents of the recording and the subject video. That's one. And you also said that you investigated certain statements made by the vice presidents on November 23, 2024. Yung tanong, no? What particular statements of the vice president did the NBI deem proper to investigate?
The statement of the vice president where she uttered that she already talked to someone to kill the president, the first lady, and the former speaker of the house if something's happened to her.
Okay, now, the next question now, Mr. Witness, is in what particular portion of the subject video, did the respondent utter that she already contracted a person to kill?
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, wait.
Allow the counsel to finish his
I'm not
question.
yet done. Relax. To kill the president, the first lady, and the former speaker of the house.
Objection, Your Honor.
What?
What is the objection of counsel for respondent?
Your Honor, no basis for the question, Your Honor.
Wow.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
May I refer, sir, to my notes to identify the specific timestamp, sir?
Okay.
The
So,
witness may do so if it is available to him. You may refer to your notes. While he's doing that, while the witness
Honor,
is
may
doing
re-
that, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, may
presiding
I question what notes he is referring to?
Counsel for respondent,
Apologies,
the
Your Honor.
presiding officer recognized Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. You may proceed.
Since the rule doesn't say, personally, I'd rather watch the whole thing and get it over with, then allow the prosecution to pick out the portions that quickly say, that goes into the center of the controversy or what they want to prove.
Without disagreeing with Senator Judge Cayetano, for the presiding officer, it's just that I don't think the court should impose or dictate upon either party how they will present their evidence in chief. Although it would save the court some time if they, but we can also waste a lot of time arguing about this instead of
Yes.
watching the 2-minute video.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I'm not saying we dictate because there was an objection, you ruled. You can change your ruling or we can appeal. But I'm saying I'm just one. So if everyone agrees na portion muna, I will submit to that. But if everyone else thinks na panoorin na yung buo, then baka I can appeal your ruling without voting. So I'm just bringing up this issue for expediency, but I leave it up to what everyone else thinks about it.
You know, Your Honor, if I may, we also move for the reconsideration of the earlier ruling of the Honorable Court.
Council cannot move for reconsideration of the ruling of the chair. Only a senator judge
Your Honor,
can do
may
so.
we
Council.
manifest that we intend to present the whole during cross-examination, Your Honor.
Presiding officer is instructed to play the USB given to the tech behind that was observed and witnessed by both counsels for the parties. Sorted. Kindly play the video.
Vice President, thank you so much nga po pala sa dala niyong hopya nung hearing na pumunta kayo for PRRD. Kami yung nasa likod niyo po, yung tinawag nilang bastos kasi po malaki. Congresswoman.
Kindly pause it. Kindly pause it. Ganyan ba talaga?
Your Honor, please, Your Honor, please, the witness said that he would like to include the question propounded to the Vice
Okay lang.
President.
So, ganyan nga. Hindi nalalakihan yan. Ganyan na talaga yan? Or it will get bigger?
It will get bigger, Your Honor, please.
Okay. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Nakakain kami. Ako po ay natatakot kumain ng pagkain doon baka mamaya. Ma'am, mag-iingat po kayo. Nasa teritoryo kayo ng kalaban.
Okay lang
Nag-aalala
po, ma'am, kasi sila naman ako eh. Sila talaga yung bastos eh. You reap what you sow.
Yeah. Mag-iingat po kayo kasi sa dinami-rami po ng inyong mga pasabog ngayong gabi, it seems like marami po talaga kayong alam about them, no? Dahil sa pagkakasama niyo sa kanila during the campaign and during the 2022 elections. Baka po mamaya kasi totoo yung mga naririnig namin or yung, I don't know if it's true, na meron daw silang Operation Romanovs and baka bala kayong ubusin ang inyong pamilya dahil hadlang kayo sa kanilang mga balaki in the future. So mag-iingat po kayo. Kami po kasi kami ng EDSA Friday crew, kami yung bumababa every Friday dyan sa EDSA because we believe yan yung tamang venue sa dinami-rami na ng problema natin. Ang kaya lang naman po namin gawin ay manawagan na bumaba na yan. Eh ano po kaya ang remedy naman ninyong mga nasa posisyon or ng mga kayang labanan itong napakarami na pong ginagawang korupsyon at krimen laban sa taong bayan? Ano po ang pwede nyo maging remedy para matapos na ito? Lalo't nagsisigaw na po ang taong bayan na mag-people power na.
Yes. Huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko. Kasi may kinausap na ako na tao. Sinabi ko sa kanya, kapag pinatay ako, patayin mo si BBM, si Lisa Araneta, at si Martin Romales. No joke. No joke. Nagbilin na ako, ma'am. Pag namatay ako, sabi ko, huwag ka tumigil hanggang hindi mo mapatay sila. And then he said yes.
That's the end of that 2-minute and 18-second portion of the video, Your Honor, please. Pwede ba kita magpadayon? Can we continue?
Counsel may continue. May proceed.
Now, Mr. Witness, what relation, if any, does that video that you viewed with the video you mentioned earlier of the Vice President uttering that statement?
It is the portion of the video that I authenticated, sir.
Okay. Let's continue. What happened next, Mr. Witness, kung meron man, after mong ma-authenticate yung subject video na yan?
Our team conducted an open source investigation to identify previous statement of the Vice President that had similarities to the November 23, 2024 video, sir.
Okay. Now, sinabi mo that your team conducted yung tinatawag mong open source investigation for any prior statements made by the Vice President against President Marcos Jr. and his family members. Yung tanong nga, ba't kailangan pa mag-conduct ng open source investigation for any prior statements na ginawa, kung meron man, ng Vice President against laban kay President Marcos Jr. at saka yung pamilya niya?
As part of our standard procedure, sir, kailangan namin makita yung full context kung bakit ito nagsimula. Kaya nagtingin kami ng mga prior statement made the Vice President against the President and the family.
Alright. Now, ano ba yung naging resulta kung meron man sa naging open source investigation nyo, Mr. Witness?
We identified a video, October 18, 2024, an online press conference held by the Office of the Vice President, sir.
Now, ano ba yung nakita nyo kung meron man sa naging press conference ng Vice President on October 18, 2024?
There were similar statements uttered by the Vice President against the President, sir.
So sinasabi mo na on that October 18, 2024 press conference, may mga nasabi din na mga statements yung Vice Presidente laban sa President. Yung ba sinasabi mo, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Now, yung tanong is, ano ba yung naging mga parehong statements ng Vice President sa araw na yan, October 18, 2024?
To said the exact statement, may I refer to my investigator's notes, sir?
Move, Your Honor, that this witness be allowed to peruse his notes to answer the question as to ano ba yung naging exact statement ng Vice President on October 18, 2024, Your Honor, please.
Witness may confer with his notes.
Quote and quote. Gusto ko tanggalin yung ulo niya ba? I just imagine myself cutting his head.
Wait. So sinabi ng Vice President, gusto kong tanggalin ng ulo niya. I imagine myself cutting his head. Now, ano pa yung naging statement kung meron pa?
So doon, na-realize ko, toxic na, di ba? Ganyan na yung imagination mo. Sinasakal mo na yung tao. And then, I said, this is over.
Alright. Kung meron pa, ano pa yung naging statement ng Vice President sa araw na iyan?
Hindi marunong maging presidente ang nakaupo. Kasalanan ko ba yun?
Kung meron pa, ano pa yung naging statement ng Vice Presidente sa araw na iyan?
Hindi ko alam. Pero isang beses, sinabihan ko talaga si Senator Amy. Sabi ko sa kanya, kung hindi kayo tumigil, huhukayin ko yung tatay nyo, itatapon ko siya sa West Philippine Sea.
Your Honor, please. There's a manifestation of the good Senator Tito Soto. He did not hear the last statement.
No such manifestation was heard by the presiding officer. Okay. Counsel may continue. Please proceed.
Thank you so much.
Kindly stated for the record, Senator Judge Soto, apologies from the presiding
Thank
officer.
you. I did not get the exact words that were uttered during the last statement.
Will the witness kindly repeat his answer to the last question propounded by counsel for the prosecutors?
Yes, Your Honor. Hindi ko alam. Pero isang beses, sinabihan ko talaga si Senator Amy. Sabi ko sa kanya, kung hindi kayo tumigil, huhukayin ko yung tatay nyo, itatapon ko siya sa West Philippine Sea.
Huhukayin. May proceed, Your Honor, please.
Counsel may proceed.
Ano pa yung naging mga statements kung meron pa ng Vice Presidente sa araw na iyan?
Last statement, kung presidente nyo siya, okay lang. Ako hanggang Vice President lang ako. Hanggang number 2 lang itong bansa na ito. Wala itong number 1 para sa akin.
Are these all the statements, Mr. Witness?
Yes, sir.
Now, proceed. Now, ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man pagkatapos madiskubre ng NBI yung mga naging statements ng Vice President nung araw na yan, October 18, 2024?
Like what we did to the main video, the November 23, I proceed to preserve and authenticate the October 18, 2024 video, sir.
Again, for ano ba yung ibig sabihin when you preserve the video?
It means that I make the necessary action to ensure that the evidence will be accessible at any time, sir.
All right, now, ano ba yung ibig sabihin? After mo ma-authenticate yung video, ano bang ginawa mo kung meron pa?
I saved the video on my laptop and on a flash drive, sir.
Now, sinabi mo yung flash drive kung saan sinave mo yung mga video recording mo sa mga naging statements ng Vice Presidente sa araw na iyan. Now, kung yung flash drive na yan ipapakita sa iyo, ma-identify mo ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, please, we are now in the process of confronting this witness with a flash drive that is previously marked as Exhibit P14-11, small letter A for the prosecution, containing the recording of the October 18, 2024 press conference of the Vice President identified by the witness that is previously marked as Exhibit P-4-11 for the prosecution.
Permission to unseal the flash drive.
You may do so.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Manifestation, Your Honor, that the witness is in the process of checking the flash drive. Question, Mr. Witness, what relation, if any, does that flash drive have with the flash drive you mentioned?
This is the flash drive where I saved the recording, sir.
All right. Now, okay. Now, Mr. Witness, you mentioned earlier that you authenticated the subject video by recording the same through open broadcaster software, and then you compared the contents of the recording and subject video. And you also said that you found out that the respondent said, etong sinabi niya, gusto ko tanggalin yung ulo niya. At saka, I imagine myself cutting his head. Do you follow?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Witness, in what particular portion of that subject video did the Vice President utter, gusto kong tanggalin yung ulo niya, I imagine myself cutting his head?
Permission to refer back to my investigator's notes, sir.
Witness may do so.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Counsel may do so.
Thank you, Stephen.
For the first statement, timestamp 1 hour, 35 minutes, 57 seconds to 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 10 seconds. And on the part na I just imagine myself, 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 52 seconds to 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 58 seconds, sir.
Okay now. What about the statement that sinabi niya, so noon na-realize ko toxic na, di ba? Ganyan na yung imagination mo. Sinasakal mo na yung tao. And then I said, this is over. In what particular portion of the video did the Vice President utter that statement?
From the authenticated video, timestamp 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 32 seconds to 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 48 seconds, sir.
Okay. Now, what about the statement, hindi marunong maging presidente ang nakaupo? Kasalanan ko ba yun? In what particular portion of the subject video did the Vice President utter that?
Timestamp 55 minutes, 26 seconds to timestamp 55 minutes and 37 seconds, sir.
Okay. Now, what about the statement that I quote, hindi ko alam. Isang beses, sinabihan ko talaga si Senator Amy. Pag di tumigil, huhukayin ko ang tatay nyo at itatapon ko siya sa West Philippine Sea. In what particular portion of the video did the Vice President utter those words?
Timestamp 1 hour 11 minutes and 28 seconds to 1 hour 11 minutes and 42 seconds, sir.
And finally, as to the statements, I quote, kung presidente nyo siya, okay lang. Ako hanggang Vice President lang. Hanggang Vice President lang ako. Hanggang number 2 lang itong bansang ito. Wala itong number 1 para sa akin. In what particular portion of that video did the Vice President utter those words?
On timestamp 1 hour 4 minutes and 2 seconds to 1 hour 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Your Honor, this representation took notes of the timestamps. Your Honor, please. We now move we go to the next question. Now, Mr. Witness, I'm about to show you the specific portions of the recording of the October 18, 2024 press conference. Now, you tell us, after viewing these portions, what relations do they have with the subject video of that October 18, 2024 video that you identified, if any, okay? Now, Your Honor, we move that Attorney Stephen Magallaon be allowed to proceed to the technical booth to bring the flash drive and for the Secretariat to play specific portions of the video identified by the witness.
Conditioned upon counsel being accompanied by a representative of the counsel for the respondent so that the exact same USB flash drive will be the one that will be played.
To guide the Secretariat, Your Honor, please, these are the timestamps that the prosecution would like to present. First, from 1 hour, 35 minutes to 57 seconds to 1 hour, 36 minutes and 10 seconds. That's the first video. And the second video is from 1 hour, 36 minutes, 52 seconds to 1 hour, 36 minutes and 58 seconds. So move, Your Honor, please.
Secretariat is instructed to kindly play the video in the presence of both counsels for the parties.
Gusto ko, ang galing yung ulo niya ba? I realized
And the second video, please. Timestamps 1 hour 36 seconds to 36 minutes to 52 seconds to 1 hour 36 minutes and 58 seconds, please. Oh, it's done. Is that it?
cutting his head. Gusto ko, ganun din ang gusto ko.
Mr. Witness, you heard the Mr. Witness, you heard the Vice President mentioning cutting somebody else's head. Based on your investigation, kaninong ulo ba yung nire-refer ng Vice President na gusto niyang tanggalin?
The President, sir.
Ulo ng Presidente.
Yes, sir.
Mr. President, you also mentioned timestamps 1 hour 38 minutes to 32 seconds and 1 hour 38 minutes to 48 seconds. May we have that specific portion be played?
So noon, na-realize ko, toxic na, di ba? Ganyan na yung imagination mo. Ang imagination mo, sinasakal mo na yung tao. And then I said, this is over.
Okay. Then what about from timestamps 55 minutes 26 seconds to 55 minutes 37 seconds, please?
To elaborate po.
Hindi marunong maging presidente ang nakaupo. Kasalanan ko ba yun? Hindi. Ba't sinasabi ng mga tao, kasalanan mo kasi hindi ka tumakbo, ikaw sana yung presidente, hindi siya. But then I said, maaga ako nagsabi na hindi ako tatakbo for president. May madaming mga.
Okay. Now, what about from timestamps 1 hour 11 seconds? 1 hour 11 minutes 28 seconds to 1 hour 11 minutes 42 seconds.
Hindi ko alam. Pero isang beses sinabihan ko talaga si Senator Aini. Sabi ko sa kanya, kung hindi kayo tumigil, huhukayin ko yung tatay ninyo. Itatapon ko siya sa West Philippine Sea. Sinabihan ko si Senator Aini.
Thank you. What about from timestamps 1 hour 4 minutes to 02 seconds to 1 hour 04 minutes 16 seconds?
Ay hindi. Hindi ko na gusto. Kung presidente nyo siya, okay lang. Ako, hanggang vice president lang ako. Hanggang number 2 lang itong bansa na ito. Wala itong number 1 para sa akin. Yeah.
Okay. May proceed, Your Honor. Mr. Witness, what relation, if any, do these portions of that specific video have with the video you authenticated as to the press conference of the Vice President on October 18, 2023?
Those video presented were portions of the video that I recorded and authenticated, sir.
Thank you so much. Mr. Witness, ano ba yung nangyari kung meron pa? After you identified and authenticated the video ng Vice President on October 18, 2024.
We perform open source investigation to identify naman po yung mga naging responses ng iba't ibang tao in response to the statement of the Vice President po.
Ano ba yung naging resulta kung meron man sa naging open source investigation nyo?
We found that the President himself, the former Speaker of the House, and different governmental agencies made their statement po in response to the statement of the Vice President.
So yung Presidente, yung Speaker, former Speaker of the House, saka yung mga sinasabi mo mga governmental agencies, nagbigay ng kanilang mga tugon sa mga nasabi ng Vice President. Now, ano ba yung mga governmental agencies na ito that you are referring to, aside from the President and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives?
The Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine National Police, the National Security Council, and the Presidential Communication Officer.
Okay, now, nasabi mo na yung Presidente ay nag-issue ng kanyang statement in relation sa naging mga pahayag ng Vice President. Ano ba yung naging pruweba mo sa naging statement ng Presidente?
I have taken a screenshot of the statement of the President on the official webpage of the Presidential Communication Office. And I also have a video recording which I authenticated wherein the President made such a statement, sir.
Okay, so nasabi mo isang screenshot, saka isang authenticated recording ng presidente. Now, let's go to that screenshot. Sino yung kumuha ng screenshot kung alam mo?
I did, sir, and I used my laptop.
Ginamit mo yung laptop mo. Ano ba yung ginawa mo kung meron man sa naging screenshot mo sa laptop mo?
I first saved an electronic copy po nung screenshot
Now,
sa laptop.
saan na tong screenshot ng...
Pinrint ko po.
Ha?
Pinrint ko po.
Print mo. Now, saan na yung printout ng screenshot na ito?
Sinabit ko po sa Committee on Justice of House of Representatives.
Now, kung yung printout ng naging statement ng presidente, sinabi mo, titled, Message by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is shown to you, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
I'm showing you now a printout of a screenshot of the statement from the president titled, quotes, Message from President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., unquotes, Your Honor, that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-12 for the prosecution through the website of the Presidential Communications Office. Now, question, what relation, if any, does this document have with the printout that you mentioned?
Your Honor, same objections to this printout. Yes.
May I know the specific
Your Honor, same
objection?
objections. There is on the left, right bottom portion of the Annex P-U-12, 12A, and until 12B. There are marked certified true copies from the NBI signed Safira T, dated 4/10/26, Your Honor.
Court made a previous ruling about this matter already, but the objection is duly noted.
Submit, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Witness, how faithful, please? How faithful, if at all, is this printout from the actual screenshots?
The printouts accurately reflects the screenshot, sir.
And how do you know that this printout accurately reflects the screenshots?
I compared the printouts with the screenshot and the web page wherein the message can be seen and found that the contents are identical, sir.
Now, you mentioned that an authenticated recording of the president making the statement. You mentioned that. Now, yung question now is, sino ba yung gumawa ng authentication na ito?
I did, sir.
Ano ba yung pruweba mo na ikaw talaga yung nag-authenticate ng video na ito?
It's part of the January 30 Affidavit of Authentication of Digital Evidence na in-identify ko po kanina.
Okay, Mr. Witness, ano bang ginawa mo kung meron man? Pagkatapos mo, sinabi mong ni-record mo, tsaka in-authenticate mo yung video ng presidente na nagbibigay ng statement niya.
Sinave ko po yung video sa laptop ko and sa flash drive.
Oh, na-mention mo yung flash drive. Now, kung yung flash drive ipapakita sa'yo, ma-identify mo ba yan?
Yes po.
Now, Your Honor, please, we are in the process of confronting this witness ng isang flash drive that is previously marked for the prosecution as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-13, small letter A.
Permission to unseal the flash drive, sir.
Witness may do so.
Thank
Please
you, Your
proceed.
Honor.
Continuing manifestation that the flash drive contains the recording of the president making the statement that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-13 for the prosecution.
This is the flash drive where I saved the recording, sir.
Okay, now, move that we allow Attorney Stephen Magallon to proceed to the technical booth to have the recording played on, please. To be accompanied by the defense, if they want to.
So ordered.
pagmumura. Nakakabahala ang mga pahayag na narinig natin itong mga nakarang araw. Nandyan ang walang pakundangang pagmumura at ang pagbabanta ng planong ipapatay ang ilan sa atin. Kung ganun na lang kadali ang pagplano sa pagpatay ng isang presidente, paano pa kaya ang mga pangkaraniwan na mamamayan? Yung ganyang kriminal na pagtatangka ay hindi dapat pinapalampas. Yan ay aking papalagan. As a democratic country, we need to uphold the rule of law. Ako, bilang pinuno ng Executive Department at lahat ng mga nanunungkulan sa pamahalaan ay may sinumpaang tungkulin na tutupdin at pangangalagaan ang konstitusyon at ang ating mga batas. Kaya hindi tama ang pagpigil sa mga halal ng bayan sa paghahanap ng katotohanan. Hindi na sanang hahantong sa ganitong drama kundo at sa House of Representatives. Ang katotohanan ay hindi dapat itokhang. Tapos na sana ang usapang ito kung tutok yan ay magsabi ng totoo at hindi hahadlangan. Imbis na diretsahang sagot, nililihis pa sa kwentong chicheria. Hangad ko na matuldukan na itong mga pangyayaring ito sa parang matiwasay at magdadala sa atin sa katotohanan. 12 taon din ako nanungkulan sa magkaparehong kamara ng Kongreso. Batid ko ang kapangyarihan iginawad sa kanila ng taong bayan at ng ating konstitusyon. Dahil dito, iginagalang ko ang kanilang gawa at ang buong executive branch. Lahat ng mga ahensya ay hindi nakakaligtas at parating sumasailalim sa kanilang masusing pagsusuri. Bilang isang bansa, marami tayong mga paghamon na dapat harapin at mga suliraning dapat bigyan ng lunas. Sa kabila ng mga pambabatikos, natin ikokompromiso ang rule of law. Kailangan manaig ang batas sa anumang sitwasyon, sino man ang tamaan. Kaya hindi ko hahayaan magtagumpay ang hangarin ng iba na hatakin ang buong bansa sa burak ng politika. Igalang natin ang proseso. Ito pa rin ang katiwala sa atin ng milyon-milyon na Pilipino. Magtrabaho po tayo sa ikauunlad ng Republika ng Pilipinas at para matamo ang bagong Pilipinas.
Your Honor, the defense puts on record that the video was skipping and then portions where the president or who seemed to be the president was paused while audio was continuing playing.
So it's delayed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Noted.
Thank you. Mr. Witness, what relation, if any, does that video have of the president making the statement, if any, to the video of the president making the statement?
That is the video that I recorded and authenticated, sir.
All right, now proceed. You mentioned that the Presidential Communications Office or PCO also issued a statement. Ano yung pruweba mo na yung PCO nag-issue ng statement na iyan?
I have a screenshot of the webpage of the Presidential Communication Office wherein they considered the statement of the Vice President as an active threat.
As an active threat. Okay, now, sino yung kumuha ng screenshot na iyan?
I did, sir, and I used my laptop.
Now, saan yung printout ng screenshot na iyan?
Sinubmit ko po sa Committee on Justice of House of Representatives.
Now, aming ipinapakita yung isang printout ng isang screenshot galing sa website ng PCO kung saan yung statement, makikita yung statements ng Vice President, sinasabi ng PCO, that's an active threat. Now, previously marked in Exhibit P-Roman numeral 414. May you peruse the same. And after perusing the same, the question, Mr. Calilung, is what relation, if any, does this document have with the printout you mentioned? But you have to peruse the document first.
For the record again, Your Honor, the
Counsel may proceed.
Exhibit P-4-14 is a photocopy, and on the right bottom part, there is a stamp mark, certified true copy NBI signed Sapphira T, dated 4/10/26.
The observations and comments of the Respondents' Counsel are duly noted. Witness may answer.
Please peruse the document and answer the question, please.
This is the copy of the printouts that was submitted to the Committee on Justice, sir.
Thank you so much. How faithful, if at all, is this printout from the actual screenshot you mentioned?
The printout accurately reflects the screenshot, sir.
And how do you know that the printout accurately reflects the screenshots?
I have compared the screenshot with the printouts and the web page and found that the contents are identical.
Now, let's proceed. Mr. Witness, sinabi mo rin na yung former Speaker ng House of Representatives nagbigay rin ng statement sa mga pagbabanta ni VP Duterte sa isang video. Ano ba yung maging pruweba mo sa naging pahayag ng former Speaker ng House of Representatives?
I have a video of the statement of the former Speaker of the House of Representatives during the plenary session on November 25, 2024, which was published by ANC Digital, sir.
At sinabi mo na authenticate mo yung video na yun. Ano ba yung naging pruweba mo na ikaw ay nag-authenticate sa video na iyan?
It's part of the affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated January 30, 2025, which I identified earlier, sir.
Now, ano ba yung ginawa mo kung meron man after you authenticated yung video ng former Speaker of the House of Representatives?
I saved a copy of the video on my laptop and a copy of the video on a DVD and a flash drive.
Now, sinabi mo, sinave mo sa isang flash drive. Kung yung flash drive na iyan ipapakita sa iyo, ma-identify ba mo ba yung flash drive na yan?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we're in the process of presenting to the witness yung isang flash drive that has been previously marked as Exhibit P Roman numeral 4-15 subparagraph A, which contains the recording of the former Speaker's speech previously marked as Exhibit P Roman numeral 4-15.
Permission to unseal the flash drive, sir.
Witness may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Manifestation, the witness is in the process of checking that flash drive.
This is the flash drive where I saved the recording, sir.
Mr. Witness, question. In what particular portion of that video did the former Speaker of the House give his response to the threats of the Vice President?
May I refer back to my notes?
Your Honor? Your Honor, please. There is a request by the witness that he be allowed to refer to his notes.
Yes, the witness may refer to his notes to refresh his memory. What is the pleasure of...
Please.
Counsel may proceed.
Mr. Witness. Okay. Now, sinabi mo na yung former Speaker of the House ay nagbigay ng kanyang tugon sa managing pagbabanta ng Vice President. Saka sinabi mo rin na may isang video recording na inauthenticate mo. Yung tanong is, Your Honor, please, sorry, I'm reminded he is supposed to answer the specific timestamp of that recording of the former Speaker of the House's speech. Your Honor, please. I move that the witness be allowed to answer the question as to ano yung naging specific timestamp ng recording na yan.
Witness may answer.
May I refer to my investigator's notes,
He
sir?
may do so if he so wishes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Timestamp 1 minute 2 seconds to 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
So that would be timestamp 1 minute 2 seconds to 2 minutes.
20 seconds, sir.
20 seconds, Your Honor, please. I move that the portion identified by the witness from timestamps 1 minute 2 seconds to 2 minutes 20 seconds be played. Your Honor, please.
Clerk of Court is directed to coordinate with counsel for the prosecution, accompanied by counsel for the respondent, to make sure that the USB identified by the witness will be the same one that will be played. It's ordered. The Senate President.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I just have a few questions while we're waiting for the video to play. This is in line with authentication.
The gentleman may proceed. Yes, 2 minutes.
At sa ating ginong testigo, narinig ko kanina ilang beses yung open source investigation. Anong ibig sabihin ng open source investigation?
Ang ibig sabihin po nun is nag-gathered po ko ng iba't ibang information na available sa internet wherein anyone can access po yung data na yun.
And yung iba't ibang information na yun, how do you prove whether those information are valid, authentic, totoo? In the age of fake news ngayon, ang dami ng mga information na lumalabas.
Yung pinagkuhanan ko, Your Honor, ng mga information na yun is from the official websites and official web pages po.
Okay.
To ensure that the contents is accurate.
Okay. And then my next question, narinig ko rin kanina na minamanual comparison nyo yung mga videos between, let's say, Facebook and let's say, yung video recording. Can you describe to us anong ibig sabihin ng manual comparison?
Ibig sabihin po nun, Your Honor, meron akong dalawang monitor during that time and both videos were being played to ensure that the contents are identical po.
Meron bang, nakaupo ka doon, tinitignan mo yung dalawa?
Yes po.
Wala ka bang, let's say, software na will say, ito ay purely parehas itong dalawang video? Kasi na-imagine ko lang, upo ka doon, papanoodin mo yung dalawang video. How do we know that 1:1 yung video na kino-compare mo?
Based on, nakikita naman po siya and based on the audio, sir, na sabay po sila.
Ikaw lang yon ang tumitingin?
Yes po, and it was checked after po.
Sino nag-check?
Meron po akong nagre-review na executive officer and the chief po.
So kayong dalawa ang nagsasabi na itong Facebook video and also itong video recording talagang parehas na parehas?
The authentication itself na affidavit po, ako lang po.
Okay. Meron ba kayong ginagamit ng standards in terms of comparison? Like for example, ito ay ginagamit ng international investigative body. Ito ay isang standard na acceptable by international judicial process. Meron ba kayong ginagamit na standard acceptable by the judiciary or any courts?
Yung procedure ko po nagawa is based lang po sa digital forensic procedure po. Which
Nino?
is, yun po yung ginagamit sa digital forensic as a whole. Yung process po ng
but in digital
identification.
forensic procedure, ito ba internationally accepted procedure or locally lang?
It's a procedure that is acceptable internationally in court po.
And then meron bang international accreditation stamp yan or organization that approves it?
I have no personal knowledge, Your Honor, but I've been following that procedure.
And accepted by the courts?
Yes po.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Clerk of Court is directed through the technical staff to kindly play the video.
The Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, Sara Duterte, admitted to contacting an assassin to kill President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, and myself. Let me be clear. Hindi na to biro. Hindi na to normal na panalita. Isa itong direktang banta sa ating demokrasya, sa ating pamahalaan, at sa seguridad ng bayan. Such statement is not just reckless, it is dangerous. It sends a chilling message to our people. A message that violence can be contemplated by those in positions of power. This is not just an affront to the individuals targeted, it is attack on the very foundation of our government. It is an insult to every Filipino who believes in the rule of law and the sanctity of life. Violence has no place in our society. It is irreconcilable with the values that have taught and guided us for years. Values.
Thank you so much. That's the portion. Your Honor, please. May we proceed?
Counsel may proceed.
Thank you so much.
Counsel may proceed.
Thank you so much. Mr. Witness, nasabi mo rin na yung AFP, Armed Forces of the Philippines, nag-issue rin ng kanilang tugon sa mga naging pagbabanta ng Vice President. Ano ba yung pruweba mo sa naging tugon ng Armed Forces of the Philippines?
I have a screenshot of the website of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, titled Statement on Military Professionalism and National Unity by General Romeo Browner, sir.
Sinabi mo screenshot. Now, sino yung kumuha ng screenshot na yan?
I did, sir, and I used my laptop.
Anong ginawa mo sa screenshot na yan kung meron man?
I first saved an electronic copy ng screenshot sa laptop and printed it.
Sana yung print out ng screenshot na yan.
Sinabmit ko po yung copy sa Committee on Justice of House of Representatives.
Now, kung yung print out ng screenshot ipapakita sa'yo, ma-identify mo ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are now in the process of presenting to you a printout of a screenshot from the AFP website with the title, quotes, Statements on Military Professionalism and National Unity, and quotes, that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-16. Okay? May you peruse the same? And the question is, what relation, if any, does that document have with the printouts of the screenshot you mentioned?
This is a copy.
How faithful, if at all, is this printout from the actual screenshots?
The printout accurately reflects the screenshot, sir.
How do you know that the printout accurately reflects the screenshot?
I compared the printouts with the screenshot and the webpage of the AFP and found that the contents are identical, sir.
Now, sinabi mo rin,
Your
Mr.
Honor, for the record, we have the
Counsel for respondent.
we have the copy of the document. How can he be identifying the document when he does not have that copy? Are you following a script? Is he following
Oh,
a
my
script?
goodness, Your Honor, please. I move that statement by the defense that the witness is following a script be stricken out of record. For the record, Your Honor, the witness was perusing the document before he handed that to the defense. I move that the statements of the defense be stricken out, Your Honor, please.
But he was answering
Comments
the
of both
question.
counsels are simply noted. Kindly, if you're done with the document, counsel, kindly give it to the witness.
Your Honor, for the record, the right-hand portion of both documents contain certified true copies. It's in a mere photocopy, Your Honor.
The manifestation and objection is duly noted. Same ruling by this court. Witness may answer. This is the one with the blurred face of the Vice President?
Yes, Your Honor.
Supposedly on a computer?
Your Honor, may we object on the 2 minutes? Because this is the document. They are already having him identify. Do they mean to correct that mistake?
Counsel, do not waste the court's time in regard to this.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, counsel for the
We
prosecution.
abide by the copies as they are. We abide by the copies as they are, Your Honor, please.
So let's see. Mr.
Yes.
Witness, what do you see in front of you? Insofar as P-4-20D and E is concerned.
Your Honor, exhibits P-4-22 to exhibits P-4-22G are photocopies, and exhibit P-4-22F Foxtrot and P-4-22G Golf are unreadable. For the record, we are returning the document to the witness.
For the record as well,
The First Lady at saka former Speaker of the House of Representatives. Now, ano ba yung nangyari? Ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man pagkatapos ng naging investigasyon ng NBI?
Objection, Your Honor. Misleading. He assumes as fact not testified to by the witness.
kindly rephrase, counsel.
Okay, now, what happened next, if any? And if you know, and in relation to the investigation conducted by the NBI. After the NBI's investigation.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Same objection.
Your Honor, please, if I may.
Witness may answer.
After the investigation, we executed an affidavit of investigation and recommended the filing of inciting to sedition and 3 counts of grave threat, both in relation to Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, sir.
Now, sinabi mo na yung NBI, you signed, executed yung affidavit of investigation, correct?
Our team, sir.
Now, ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man at saka kung alam mo, okay, pagkatapos ma-execute ang affidavit of investigation na yan in relation to the investigation you did on the Vice President?
We filed it to the DOJ, the affidavit of investigation, together with its annexes, sir.
Okay, you said you filed the affidavit. Now, question, ano yung mga nangyari kung meron man, kung alam mo, after ma-file yung affidavit of investigation with the DOJ in relation to the investigation you conducted on the Vice President?
We further conduct an investigation wherein we identified different videos, at least 3, that we find relevant to the November 23, sir.
Okay, so you are now mentioning videos. Sinabi mo relevant. Relevant again to what?
To the November 23, 2024 video, sir.
All right. Now, so for the record, this is now the 3rd set of videos you're referring to.
Yes, sir.
Now, ano yung mga videos na ito kung alam mo, Mr. Witness?
The June 19 video wherein the Vice President resigned as the Secretary of the Department of Education. The July 11 video wherein the Vice President state that she would not attend the SONA, but instead declare herself as the designated survivor. And lastly, the November 26 video wherein the Vice President did not deny making statement, but instead confirmed that she already talked to someone to kill the President, the First Lady, and former Speaker of the House if she was killed.
So for the record, you mentioned of 3 videos. One is dated June 19, 2024, June 11, 2024, tsaka November 26 ba yun? 2024. Now, let's go to this video na sinabi mo ng Vice President resigning as the Secretary ng Department of Education on June 19. Ay, yung pruweba mo that you have, sinabi mo rin na authenticate mo yung video, correct?
Yes po.
Ano yung pruweba mo that you authenticated this video?
I have executed an affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated April 30, 2026, sir.
Kung yung kopya ng affidavit of authentication now dated, sinabi mo, April 30, 2026, maipapakita sa'yo. Okay? Ma-identify mo ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are in the process of showing you yung isang affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated April 30, 2026 that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-25 and series.
Exhibits
Counsel for the respondent.
Thank you, Your Honor. Exhibit P-4-25 to Exhibit P-4-25F, Foxtrot, are photocopies, Your Honor. And Exhibit P-14-25B and P-14-25F, Foxtrot. Let's take it to P-4-25B, Your Honor. P-12-25B is unreadable and it merely shows a black screen. Meanwhile, P-4-25F, it seems to be a photocopy of a USB with no real USB attached. For the record, we are returning the
Duly noted.
document.
And the presiding officer likewise confirms the observation of counsel for the respondent. Kindly return the document to the witness.
Your Honor,
Counsel for respondent.
Your Honor, for exhibits P-4-28 to exhibit P-4-28H, these are photocopies. And Your Honor, we note the affidavit on the collection, preservation, and authentication of digital evidence in page 2, which is exhibit P-4-28A, mentions a copy of an affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated January 30, 2025 is attached herewith as Annex A under footnote 1, but upon perusal, no Annex A is attached to the affidavit. On exhibit P-4-28B, under footnote 2, it says a copy of the preservation request dated 24 November 2024 is attached as Annex B, but we note that there is no preservation request or Annex B appended. As footnote number 3 of the same exhibit, a copy of the email dated November 28, 2024 from Meta is attached herewith as Annex C. However, no Annex C is appended upon the affidavit. As footnote number 4, it says a copy of the authenticated recording of the video of the online live stream press conference of the Vice President held on 23 November 2024. And it says it's attached here as Annex D. However, no Annex D is attached on this affidavit. As footnote number 5, a copy of the printout of the screenshot of hash file, VP November 23 press con at the Batasan, is attached herewith as Annex E. However, no hash value or printout thereof is appended as any Annex E. As footnote 6 of the same exhibit, it says a copy of the VP November 23 press con at Batasan CCD transcript is attached as Annex F, and a copy of the affidavit of transcription dated 20 December 2024 is attached as Annex G. However, no Batasan CCD transcript of the November 23 press con or affidavit of transcription are attached as Annexes F or G respectively. For exhibit P-4-28C, the footnote 7 says a copy of authenticated 18 October 2024 video is attached as Annex H. However, no Annex H or an authenticated video is attached hereon. As footnote number 8, a copy of the printout of screenshot of hash file is attached as Annex I. However, no printout of such hash file is found on this document.
If I may, Your Honor, are we done?
No.
Okay, proceed.
On exhibit P-4-28D, footnote 9 says a copy of the VP SD press briefing dated 18 October 2024 CCD transcript is attached as Annex J, and a copy of the affidavit of transcription dated 3 February 2025 is attached as Annex K. However, no press briefing or affidavit of transcription dated February 3, 2025 are appended as an
With
Annex.
the permission of the counsel for respondent to abbreviate the proceedings, counsel for the prosecution, will you stipulate that none of the attachments contained in the footnote until Annex KK
Yeah, if I may.
is attached to the affidavit that you are presenting the witness?
If with a counter manifestation, Your Honor, please, that this latest affidavit of authentication tries to summarize each and every other affidavit authentication. So as to the concern of the defense, Your Honor, please, this is just a summary of all the other affidavits of authentication
Subject
so
to that
stipulated.
qualification, but indeed it did not contain and does not
Yes.
contain, or the annexes purported to be part of this affidavit.
Yes, Your
Does
Honor.
counsel or respondent confirm that it is up to Annex KK?
Your Honor, we confirm.
KK, tama ba?
We
Hanggang KK,
confirm
diba?
that is it until KK, Your Honor.
KK.
Mhm.
Noted, subject to the brief manifestation of counsel, but indeed, the chair presiding officer confirms that none of the annexes contained in all of the footnotes until Annex KK is attached to the affidavit being presented to the witness.
Your Honor, please. Thank you so
Noted.
much. May I proceed? Mr.
Counsel-
Witness.
For the record, we're returning
Yes, counsel for respondent.
the document to the witness.
Mr. Witness, have you perused that document?
Yes, sir. This is a copy of the affidavit of authentication, collection, preservation, authentication of digital evidence, dated June 11, 2026, and it doesn't have annexes here.
Yeah, okay. May I proceed, Your Honor, please? Mr. Witness, what happened next, if any, after you authenticated the video of the Vice President's, that on November 26, 2024, you said the Vice President did not deny that she made the threats, and in fact, she confirmed her utterances should something happen to her. What happened next, if any, after that?
Objection, Your
What is the
leading.
objection of counsel?
Leading.
Misleading, Your Honor. No mention.
Oh.
The witness did not mention this.
Your Honor,
Witness may answer.
I saved the video of the November 26, 2024 online interview on my computer and on a flash drive.
Now, Your Honor, before we
Counsel for respondent.
proceeds, may I request that the counsel for the prosecution refrain from characterization, testifying on what the document or the video is. So, Your Honor, I request that.
Your Honor, I'm just merely describing an affidavit or a document or an object that this witness already testified to. I'm just repeating what the witness said. I'm not adding any value whatsoever to what the witness already testified to, Your Honor, please.
Precisely, Your Honor. This
And
is
there's
precisely
nothing
my point.
wrong with that.
Precisely
Nothing in
my
the rules
point, Your
would
Honor. It's
disallow me to
improper.
do that, Your Honor, please.
Will counsels kindly wait for the presiding officer to recognize him before they speak? Counsel will instead advise the senator judges to kindly listen, take note of only the pieces of evidence presented through a witness under oath and subject to cross-examination, and not statements made by either counsel that are conclusions of fact and or law in arriving at their decision. The chair will be more mindful, counsel for respondent, insofar as
Warned me, and then I was asked during a press briefing by a media person if I know of these plans, if you can say the word, if that is the correct word to use here, plans. So I answered. I was asked Romanov, and then I answered. I was told by two people, this is the first time I've heard of Romanov, so that is the third already. And I said, don't worry about my security. If they kill me, if I die, kapag pinatay ako, or kapag namatay ako, in the context of, don't worry about my security. So this means, pinatay ka. Diba? Kasi hindi ka naman mamamatay by heart attack in relation to your security. Diba? So, pag namatay ako, I already asked a person to take revenge against 3 individuals. So, my question now.
So, Last question for this prosecution witness. You
Counsel may
confirm.
proceed.
Kinukumpirma mo, Mr. Witness. When confronted with the question whether she uttered those threats against the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House, the Vice President did not deny, and she confirmed she made those threats.
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the objection?
Leading.
Witness may not answer.
Counsel, kindly rephrase. It's your last question.
I
Let's
will.
kindly rephrase.
Okay, now, Mr. Witness, base sa video na iyan, makikita mo ba, base sa video na iyan, na yung Vice President, instead of denying, she confirmed that she made those threats.
Objection, leading.
I will withdraw the question. That's all for this witness, Your Honor, please.
Thank you very much. Bugso ng kahilingan ng ilan sa aming mga miyembro dahil sa kapasyahan na rin ng presiding officer, ipagpapaliban natin ang cross-examination ng counsel for respondent para bukas. The witness is under the same obligation to appear tomorrow by virtue of the same subpoena issued to him. The same is true with respect to Attorney Jeremy Lontok, especially given that the subpoena gives 2 dates for the required appearance of the 2 NBI agents. Any other points that any of the parties wish to make before we adjourn?
Your Honor,
Yes.
please. Admin Matter, Your Honor,
Counsel
please.
for the prosecutor.
For the record, the exhibits, in particular the flash drives, were unsealed. May I move that representative from both sides be present to seal again those flash drives and for counter signatures from both sides, Your Honor, please.
We were worried about that, but I was waiting for the counsel to actually ask for that. When can we do this? Would some counsels for the parties wish to remain
Yes,
after
Your
we
Honor.
adjourn? Just so that we can sign and seal the USBs.
Of course, Your Honor.
Thank you. There being no other matters to be taken up by this court, the trial is hereby adjourned.